Today, I brought this Lob City duo back in NBA 2K25. Chris Paul and Deandre Jordan have been part of some of the most insane lobs in NBA history, and today we will be bringing them back together to see what they can get done. What's good? We are back with another 2K25 video, and today I am reuniting Deandre Jordan with Chris Paul, and we're going to go run it up on the twos courts. I have my inside center build, and I will be catching so many lobs in today's video. This one's a ton of fun. You're not going to miss any of it, so make sure you're watching all the way through. Real quick, before we get started, drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on. We'll start dropping bangers all through 2K25. And without further ado, let's get right into the first game. And in the first game of today's video, we are going against a 6'3" point guard and a 6'4" point guard on the twos court, so I should absolutely dominate in the paint. They did end up starting with the ball, though. He's going to kick it to his guy on the wing. And here's the thing. If you're playing with 2 point guards on the twos, you better hit all of your shots, but he does miss. I grab the board, out to Chris Paul, and he knocks down the 3. We love seeing him knock down some shots, but the big point of this video is getting a lot of dunks, a lot of alley-oops. As you can see, throwing that one down, making it 5-0 early. We're going to be getting into the pick and roll a lot in this video, just like they did in real life. I'm going to quick slip this one. He's going to toss it up, and I am throwing it down. This inside Deandre Jordan center build I made is crazy. Like, you can see another backdoor, another big slam, up 9-0 so early in this game. So my guy reaches out of the play. I'm going to dunk this one. These Chris Paul to Deandre Jordan dimes were really throwing me back all the way to Lob City back when they used to be together. It is not done yet, though. We are right back in the pick and roll. Chris Paul is going to go off to the left. I'm cutting. He's going to toss it up, and I'm right over him. He's too small in the paint. I ended up finding Chris Paul in the corner. They both dropped to the paint. He's wide open, and he is knocking that down. Chris Paul's not the greatest shooter of all time, but you can't leave him that wide open. He's going to knock that down. He's hot, though, 2 in a row. I ended up finding him. He's going to fade in the corner, and he misses this one, putting us back on defense, but I'm not worried. We already have a 16-0 lead. Point guard catches at the top, ends up knocking that one down, making it 16-3. Like I said, if you're playing with 2 point guards, you got to hit your shots. But I don't trust it, so I'm leaving my man wide open. Their point guard is going to dribble around. For some reason, not pass it to the wide open guy and take a contested 3 instead. He ends up missing that one. And I'm going right back out to the playmaker, Chris Paul. Going to run up, get back into the pick and roll here. My guy's full sitting paint, thinking he can stop me down there. The lob puts me back at the free throw line, but I am self-alleying that and throwing it down. Self-lobs this year are absolutely crazy. If you guys haven't gotten into that yet, make sure you're doing it. And there's another lob from Chris Paul. I couldn't have asked for a better gameplay with all these alley-oops we were able to get in the first game. I've done a ton of dunking, though. Chris Paul is going to pull that one up for game and knock it down, getting us out of that first one 23-3, a whole bunch of dunks, playing exactly like this duo did in the NBA. And with that being said, we are on to the next. This next game, we have somebody a little bit taller guarding us, but he's still only 6'8", and on this inside center, there is nobody stopping me in the paint. I'm grabbing every board. I'm dunking everything. You guys are about to see. We had to switch courts, so again, we are starting on defense. As you can see, their point guard's trying to cook up. I'm stopping that in the paint, but he kicks it out to my man in the corner, who knocks it down. Props to this guy. He did end up hitting some shots throughout this entire game, but I'm going to leave him open. I never trust the center to shoot. I have a feeling eventually they're going to miss, and I'm getting the ball anyways. Nobody's hitting 7 threes in a row in this game, especially on a big man. As you can see, he misses that one there. Out to Chris Paul, who can't get that one to fall, but I'm grabbing the offensive rebound and throwing it down. We have a 99 offensive rebound in this build, so I'm going to be grabbing a whole bunch of them. Chris Paul hits a light contest there, falls on his back. Ended up giving him the ball back, though, and I am back in the paint, baiting this guy to shoot, begging him to shoot. Like I said, people are not knocking down jump shots super consistently this year, especially on bigger builds, but he does get that one to go, making it 8-5 early on in this one. But like I said, leave him open. Eventually, they're going to miss. He's going back to his guard. He doesn't like the mid-range, who hits him right back from 3. Doesn't knock that one down, but the guard gets the offensive rebound over me somehow, and he misses again. So I'm grabbing that board, back out to Chris Paul, going to pull that one up, knock it down to tie the game at 8. And then we are right back in the pick and roll, just like the first game. I'm getting Chris Paul wide open. He doesn't end up taking that, but I'm fading off to the right wing. For some reason, they were leaving this dude open all game. He pulls that one up, but I'm grabbing the offensive board. I'm way too big for this guy in the paint. Chris Paul ends up missing wide open again. Another offensive rebound, and I'm dunking this one right on his head. You love to see it. We're tearing down rebounds, dunking on everybody, just dominating the paint, just like Deandre Jordan. I mean, Chris Paul can really shoot anything he wants. He's pulling that one up in the corner, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, throwing it back down. You guys saw in the intro, the guy guarding me is only 6'8". He's not getting a rebound over me. Into this pick and roll, though, Chris Paul throws the lob right over him, and I missed the contact lob. Slightly early over the 6'8" defender and can't get it to go. He's pulling up a midi, and we get the ball right back. I'm dribbling this one out myself, though. He leaves me a wide open lane to take it out, so why wouldn't I take it? And then I'm driving into the paint. I know he's too little, so I'm going to go ahead and drop step him and just lay it in right over him. There's nothing he can do to stop me. Next possession here, trying to get back in the pick and roll. Chris Paul ends up hitting me back. I give it right back to him and he runs away from my screen, fades in his face and knocks it down, lightly contested. Next possession here though, we are right back into the pick and roll every single time on this inside center build. That's kind of how you have to play. Chris Paul ends up hitting me in the paint. They're both jumping, leaving him wide open, top of the key, and he's knocking that one down, making it 19-8. And then once again, right back into the pick and roll. Chris Paul going off to the right wing, hits me on the cut, and I get a contact poster dunk to end the game. That 6'8" is not stopping me down there. We end up winning that one 21-8. You guys saw how dominant this build is in the paint. It is not over yet. Let's get on to this next game. And in this one, we are playing against a 6'3" guard and a 7'3" center. He's not a super high overall, but he is very tall. Clogging up the paint, definitely not moving out down there. And again, we had to court hop, so we were playing on defense to start out this game. Curry drives in, and I'm sending that shot back. Back on offense, Chris Paul is going to pull up, miss that one. Offensive rebound, I'm putting it right back, making it 2-0 early on in this one. Next possession, I find him on a backdoor. He doesn't end up taking that, dribbles it out, pulls up a wide open three. Can't get that to go, but I'm grabbing the offensive rebound right back out to him. Can't get that one to go. Grabbing the offensive rebound right back out to him, and he finally knocks it down. And expect Chris Paul to hit all of his open threes, but he is going to knock them down if you give him 3 chances. Next possession, I'm back in the paint, dunking all over this 7-3. Big contact on him, nothing he can do. And we were up 10-3 early on in this one, back into the pick and roll. Chris Paul is going to toss a lob over the 7-3, and I'm finishing that one easy. Like I said, he might be low overall, but he is super tall, and we're still going right over him. It does not matter. Setting a screen for Chris Paul in takeover, pulls up a fadeaway, misses that one. 7-3, grabs the board, kicks it out to Curry on the wing, shoots, and knocks down a white. He doesn't even green it, but it still goes in. Got to live with that. It is what it is. Next possession, we got the ball back. I'm dunking that one, making it 14-6. And then handing this off. This is what a lot of people say inside centers can't score. Inside centers can't do this. You set a screen and get your guard wide open like this. Either they're knocking down the shot or I'm grabbing the offensive rebound most of the time. Yeah, he kind of stopped playing here, but we'll take it. I'm grabbing that offensive rebound, putting it back in. Get us to 18 points. If he doesn't want to play, I'll win the game. They did end up getting it back somehow, though. But like I said, I do not trust a 7-3 to shoot, even if it's wide open. Grabbing the offensive rebound, out to Chris Paul. He's going to pull that one up. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, another putback dunk. And then right after that, we ended up missing a shot. They got the ball back, leaving the 7-3 wide open again, grabbing the defensive rebound. Chris Paul lobs to me to end the game. We were throwing that one down, finishing that game 22-9. I have one more game for you guys with a whole bunch of lobs, so let's get into that, not wasting any more time on this one. And as you can see, this game we are playing against another 7'3" with a 6'6" point guard. This team is a lot bigger than the other ones we've been playing. That's all right, though. It just shows how these builds stack up on the twos court, and we were really not losing with this lineup. Chris Paul gets wide open, pulls a 3 to start the game, misses that one, but I'm grabbing the offensive board, back out to him, and he knocks down the second one. The offensive rebounds on this build are so crazy, especially with the dunking stats we get. I did a whole video upgrading this and I missed the lob. How am I missing that wide open? I don't know. You guys let me know down below in the comments if I should have made that. But anyways, I did a whole 60-99 overall video on this build. Every dunk was an attribute upgrade. So if you guys are interested in seeing me upgrade this build attribute by attribute, that video is on my channel. But back to the gameplay. This possession, we're on defense. I'm leaving the 7-3 wide open. Lobs to the 6-6, but I am there, making him miss the alley-oop. Then Chris Paul right back to me, and I'm dunking on their center. Even if you're 7-3, it doesn't matter. You're not stopping me in the paint, especially if they're throwing it over your head for a lob. Chris Paul wide open again, knocking that one down on the wing, making it 11-2. Getting back into the pick and roll here, though. My point guard's going to get stuck, hand it off to me. I'm going to go right back to him as soon as he gets a little space, and we are right back in it. He's wide open on the wing, but at this point, we're forcing lobs just to see what we can get away with, and I throw another one down. I mean, this really is just like the duo of them in real life. Nobody could stop that, and they had some of the craziest dunks or alley-oops of all time. If you guys haven't seen that, you really got to go back and watch it because it was crazy what they were doing. Along with Blake Griffin, but I don't have Blake Griffin in this video, unfortunately. These guys weren't going away, though. Their point guard hits a shot there, making it 13-5. And then the center thought he had him on a back door here, but he came back up to the three-point line, and the center throws it out of bounds, giving us the ball right back. And then everybody loves a good Chris Paul mid-range fadeaway, so we're back into the pick and roll. He's pulling that up at the top of the key, knocking it down, making it 15-5. And like I said, you guys have seen it in a few of my videos. I love the self lobs this year, and I'm throwing this one off the glass to myself right over the center. I don't know if pass accuracy goes into self lobs, but I have a 92. I get a huge green window, and I'm really never missing a self lob. Game point though here, we are going to get right back into the offense we've been running all video. Chris Paul wide open with takeover, can't knock that one down. Offensive rebound, and I'm laying it in for the game. We end up winning that one 21-5. We played right around 15 games on these builds on the twos courts. We only lost one the entire time, and I showed you guys 4 of the most fun gameplays out of those. Before we leave, I am closing in on 4,000 subscribers, so if you could drop a sub on your way out, that'd be really appreciated. If you stuck around all the way to the end, thank you for watching. This one was a ton of fun to put together. I have more NBA player videos coming out. I have some crazy KD videos dropping, so stay tuned for that. But that is going to do it for this video. I will catch you in the next one.